Greetings once again, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Dragon Trail Gardens, a relatively new track to Gran Turismo Sport, but here we are on my last qualifying attempt in the Toyota 86 SRL League, and we went purple in the first sector. We make a slight improvement on our own previous best lap in the second. Now it's the last corner here, but the race countdown has started. I don't think we're going to make it. We've been shuffled down to 5th in the meantime. The line is coming up, but no, we haven't made it. So no improvement. The front row was beckoning there, but unfortunately didn't have the time. Race starts now though. We've got the two championship protagonists right in front of us, Fubbles and Murph. We're trying to catch up. There's only 5 more races to do so. In this particular race, we have Viper on pole. He hasn't been there for much of the season though, so unfortunately for him isn't a championship threat. HSV and I tussling over P5, but I would pretty much wrestle that off him. As Murph and Fubbles held each other up, I had a great run. Murph actually makes contact with OP into the hairpin, and we get through with a bit of argy-bargy into second. But I wouldn't be anywhere near Viper, and in fact Fubbles would fight around the outside of turn 1. I give him some space through the chicane, but it was too much space and he got through. And despite quite a large corner cut here, doesn't get a penalty and escapes me in second. Then we'd see Viper having some struggles through the fast sweepers sections, and he was only just cleared there by Fubbles, who takes the lead. Unfortunately, I react quite badly to it and lose out to Murph. Now, once again I go a bit wide through this section. I really struggled with understeer through this race. That would give me a penalty further down this straight, and also a massive opportunity to HSV. The EC 0.4 of a slowdown penalty. HSV down the inside though, and we're starting to fall back out of the top 4. I'll fight back around the outside as Murph goes really wide. Unfortunately his teammate bumps us a little bit, enough to put us on the curb and the grass, a half spin, straight away fall back a few seconds. Once again, bit of a mistake there launching the car onto 2 wheels, and the run that Kart Dude got was incredible, forcing us out of the top 5 at this point, and we're just falling backwards. I'll try and outbrake him around the outside, but I don't think it's going to work. The inside is so important on Gran Turismo, and through he goes up into the top 5. Only a few corners later though, he would go wide himself, give me an opportunity around the outside. Although I've been understeering quite badly here, I just pull it up I think and take P5 back. An early pit stop at the end of lap 7. Bit of fuel, and off we go. Kart Dude put it at the same time. We actually jumped him. Down the inside comes Murph. I saw it coming, left the space. Try for the over and under. We're going to be side by side through the fast sweepers. Not necessarily the best place to be for either of us. Not sure who's going to come out on top here actually. Depends if there's any contact, and there is. Across the curb comes Murph. Actually slows himself up a little bit, but around the outside he comes at the next turn. Hang on, there's 2 arrows there. One's Kart Dude I think. Yep, he's trying to make it around the outside of me. Realises that's not going to work, backs out. Murph comes up the inside. Now Kart Dude's looking up the inside as well. Note that Murph doesn't force me off the track here. He's actually very respectful. We'll see how that doesn't occur later in the race. But we have fended him off for now, although I don't think it's going to be for long. Down the inside he comes once again. I've gone a bit wide, and through comes my effective teammate, both in Castrol liveries. He gets a bit sideways though. I was hoping he'd get away and I'd be able to follow him towards the guys in front. Wasn't the case. We went through the section side by side once again. Not quite far enough though, so I tried for the over and unders. And did it work? No, it just didn't work at all. I came in very hot to the next corner, and that would give an easy position there to Kart Dude. Once again we go side by side through this fast sweeping section. I did have some good traction though, so it was possible to maintain P5, and through we went in front of his arrow. Oh no, Murph's gone wide and we've followed him wide. Now we're with Murph once again. I'm going to let him through. You can see I'm running lean. He needs to get after Fubbles because he's the championship protagonist. Another pit stop. It was the same lap as Kart and Dynamite. And once again we're in the running with Murph as we're trying to get around the outside of Kart Dude. Murph has a penalty unfortunately. Whoops, we've gone a bit wide. That's going to allow Minardi through, who's on a much better tyre at this stage of the race. And he's going after everyone on a different strategy. He usually does this, although he's completely messed that up, and we're going through at the hairpin. Now, look at the grip he has, straight through on the inside. Nothing I could do to fight that. I'm suffering from understeer at this point, as I generally do in this car. And look at the grip he has, despite a bit of contact there. Looks like a bit of lag actually. Blistering pace on Minardi/OP. Now Dynamite pushes his way through, getting pretty used to this from him. Had no space on the inside, pushes us wide, and we're going to get another penalty for that, for being forced off the track. Another 0.4 roughly penalty. A late dive, decent move from Dynamite by his standards. Gets down the inside and takes the position. Not quite sure where he's come from in this race because he was well further back. We only have a few corners left to take the position back from him now. What's going to happen on the way up to the last few corners? Oh, that could have been lag or a brake test. I'll reserve judgment on that. And we set ourselves up for the last left-hander. Great run down the inside, and he turns across us, unsurprisingly. He did get a reprimand for that, despite him investigating me for touching him. So we claimed 6th position at the death. Again, not a great race for us. Fantastic for Fubbles, who won the race. Viper unfortunately missing out on converting his pole. We're going to have to fight back in round 5, which should be at Kyoto on our best tracks. Alright, Jacko, see you then.